Hello, everybody. It is me, Demetra K, and I am sitting here with Donovan, the recovering Democrat, Saadiq, also known as the Black Yul Brenner, and we are live for the second time today. So welcome on back. We'll wait for everybody to come on in here. I should say the purpose of the Demetra K show is to promote Black love, knowledge, and understanding of all things that go on in the Black community to make us an even better people with the emphasis on even because we're great people, but we can always strive to do better. Like I said, big giant thank you, hello, and welcome to YouTube and Facebook. You are the other side of the conversation. And as I said earlier, I will share the link. So when I share the link, especially if I've never seen you on here before and your profile looks like this, please show me this. Then you can go back to that. If you are not comfortable, just know that no one else, not even Donovan, can see you but me until I bring you up to the big screen. Also, in the comment section, it's not that we disagree, it's how we disagree. Also, the same here on the panel. So let's try to be as respectful as we can. Also, when I open the link and bring you up, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to plead your case of what you thought the message of Kendrick Lamar's halftime show was. And then I'm going to click you down and then we can go from there. Obviously, I will take comments in the comment section as well. So basically, we're going to be talking about the hidden messages within the Super Bowl halftime show with Kendrick Lamar. Still a heated conversation. Me personally didn't really want to talk about it because sometimes it gets really silly and I don't have the patience for it. Nevertheless, Tracy, how you doing? Oh, G, Red G, how you doing? I think you were asleep when we were on earlier, but welcome, Maureen. How you doing? Nikki Smith, what's going on? Yay, we're Gentiles. How are you? BJ, what is going on? Brother Steven, how you doing? Tell your wife we said hello. Brother Don, back again. Roz, back again as well. Brother Samuel, how you doing? Sagittarius Goddess, you have been missing in action. I hope all is well. Donovan.
All right, we are back for round two. Like I said, we're not new to this. We're just true to this. Consistency is the key. You guys, the holidays have passed by, but if you want to give a person a great gift, the best time to do it, it is Black History Month. Black History Month, we talk about how great we are and all the great things that have happened in Black history, that they gave us a whole month to celebrate, right? What's the best way to celebrate than to give our fellow brother, sister, cousin, family member, best friend, total stranger, a membership to the African Diaspora News Channel. They're doing a special this month only, 20% off of an annual subscription, 20% off of an annual subscription where you can see Demetra K, Brother Phil Scott, and a whole plethora of other contributors to the African News Diaspora reporting to you guys from around the world and all this great 50 United States what is happening to Black people around the globe. And I think for 20% off, you cannot beat that. You can download the African Diaspora News Channel at the Apple Store and the Google Play. Or you can go straight to YouTube and do it. Again, it's the annual subscription, 20% off. Knowledge is power. And to me, yeah, you could get the PlayStation. Yeah, you can get this. Yeah, you can get that, right? But if you get somebody, especially our older people and our younger people, if you could get them a subscription of knowledge, I think that would go far, far longer and they would appreciate it a lot better because they're finding out stuff that they didn't know. Again, if you guys didn't see the replay of our show earlier today, we were talking about a plethora of things and we got on to the insurance thing. There were some people that didn't know about insurance and some of the ins and outs and this and that. So knowledge is power. So I think that is a great gift. Again, 20% off this month, Black History Month. African Diaspora News Channel annual subscription, 20% off. Like, share, subscribe to it. You guys can't beat it. As you guys see, we have a donate button at the bottom, and it does take time, effort, and tears to put these conversations together. And if you want to donate, and for those of you guys that have donated, we thank you so much. But you can do Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, cash, money order, however you guys do it. Again, for those of you guys that continue and are continuing to sponsor the Demetra K Show, we greatly, greatly appreciate it. I did not really see the Super Bowl. I saw clips of it. I'm shocked that anybody saw it. The Dallas Cowboys weren't playing in it. So what was the whole point of even, doing the thing? I know a lot of people want to see the halftime show. I get that, but again, it is what it is. Kendrick Lamar, I've heard of him, but I've never really heard of his music because I'm an R&B old school guy, but it's going to be an interesting conversation. For those of you guys that have watched it and know a little bit about Kendrick Lamar, I am willing to learn. So, Demetra?
Yes, indeed. So there is a lot to talk about. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. And who showed up while Donovan was talking? Okay, I think that was everybody so far. And Nikki says, so this man K Dot blows up because of dissing one rapper. Uh-oh, you know, already got the party jumped off. Mike, nice. How are you? I think you were missing in action a couple of days, but yeah, I'm glad that you're back. Nikki also said, I believe Jay-Z is behind this crap to take away all those allegations on him. Uh-oh, Lord have mercy. Candy, how you doing? Servitor, y'all, how you doing? All right. So anyway, I guess it was Super Bowl 57 that took place this last Sunday, where the Chiefs and the Eagles played. Of course, we know I don't want to hash it all out, but the Eagles did win. It was, I guess, great because the Chiefs won. I guess they were trying to win 3 times in a row, and that was stopped and all of that. So the Eagles won. Nevertheless, I think one of the most anticipated things that happened during the Super Bowl was the Super Bowl performance, halftime performance rather, by Kendrick Lamar. Of course, he is just a very prolific rapper, poet, and a whole host of other things, right? He's won the Pulitzer Prize and a whole host of other things, right? So he's, you know, and as they say, he's in the top 3 conversation. I may be speaking over my head, but amongst one of the greatest rappers of all times. That's what they say that he is, right? He performed songs from Squabble Up on his new album, Grand National, Humble, DNA. Then he also did All the Stars with SZA. SZA, who is under his label, was also there. They did Luther, and then of course they ended. The second to last song was Not Like Us. Of course, everybody and their mama has heard it. You cannot escape it. It's everywhere, right? Of course, that song was to diss Drake in the beef that they were having last year, where they traded different beef songs. And sounds like Not Like Us was the song that bested Drake in the beef, if you will. It's broken a lot of records. He won 5 Grammys recently for it. It broke streaming records, and they said also the halftime show broke records for the Apple halftime show or whatever that is. I don't know. They're kind of really breaking it down. But nevertheless, the point of contention for the Super Bowl halftime show was whether or not Kendrick was going to say some of his infamous lyrics that Drake is suing UMG over, and that is basically referencing him as a PDF. Okay, y'all can do the math on that. A PDF basically said, hey, Drake, or say Drake, however it goes, I heard you like him young, and then y'all can go from that point. And Kendrick Lamar looked dead into the camera and repeated those lyrics, and you know, say, I heard you like A minors, or however the lyric goes. So people didn't know whether he would do it or not, and he did. He being Kendrick. So from that point, the internet and everybody got a buzz again, saying, "Oh, he finished Drake. He's finished Drake. Drake is finished. Oh, he's no longer." Of course, Drake is in Australia touring a sold out tour. Where, you know, he seems like he's doing his thing. My daughter told me something interesting. Last month, Drake hit 1 billion streams. I guess on January 27th, and I'm not quite sure if Kendrick hit the 1 billion streams yet. 2 days after Drake, Kendrick hit 1 billion streams. So it should also be, and that was just the first month of the year, right? So also we said that Drake doesn't have an album out. I don't think he had one out last year. So it doesn't have an album out, but Kendrick does have an album out. So I just kind of want to give y'all those stats. Now, I don't really have a lot to say, but I have heard a lot of people say there's all these hidden messages. Oh, you should have seen all these. Oh, y'all missed the message. And I always ask people, what's the message? I don't know, but you missed the message. I'm like, well, what was the message? Like, what were we supposed to learn? Now, I should also say, for those of y'all that didn't see it, Samuel L. Jackson was there. He was narrating the whole thing, and he showed up as Uncle Sam, right? Now, I did hear that was supposed to be a slap in the face to Trump and all them, because Trump was there. Sounds like he was the first sitting president to attend the Super Bowl game. So he was there. So it was said that it was a slap in the face to him and all the things that he is trying to do with the country, getting rid of DEI. So they thought, I guess, maybe, and I'm telling you with the stuff that I've read, having Uncle Sam be black would make him mad. Of course, them being MAGA, a lot of white people were upset because they said he didn't have no white people on the stage. Where were all the white people? And indeed, he had all black people. If you ask me, I think when they made the American flag, it was all black men, right? So there's, I guess, a lot of symbolism there. So they were mad, saying it's the worst halftime show ever. It was so terrible. It was terrible. It was terrible. Now, admittedly, I heard mostly white people say that. And I've heard some people from different races, but mostly white people say that it was terrible. So I hope that I've given you all that I know. From this point on, I'm gonna get to Donovan. I'm gonna get to the comments, and then I'm gonna share the link. Okay, because I try not to get involved because I know how some people really feel about this topic. So,
well, interesting. That is very interesting. Again, I have never heard of any Drake's or not Drake, Kendrick Lamar's music. Wasn't he on Janet Jackson's "Don't Sleep"? Was that him? That's probably the only actual song I've ever heard him on. I don't really follow it, so it's really hard for me to have an opinion on that. I mean, yeah, entertainer. Wow, excited, great. That's the Eagles did destroy the Chiefs. I will say that they did it the right way. I mean, they didn't put it in the refs' hands, which is a great thing. But at the same time, how many of you guys watch wrestling? The Dallas Cowboys are the Ric Flair. The Philadelphia Filthies, they're like Magnum TA or Sting, right? They don't know what it is to be a champion. I mean, the everyday man, can't do it. So, I was kind of glad that I wasn't glad. I was going for the Chiefs, but I didn't really see the game either because it wasn't the Dallas Cowboys. But what do you guys think? Because, like I said, I'm probably going to get more of an education on this Kendrick Lamar stuff than I want to get. But like I said, I'm an old school person, so I do not. If you guys told me a new person out there, I wouldn't have a clue. I'm a Sade, R&B, New Jack Swing, 90s, 80s type person. So it is what it is. Next year will be 30 years since the Cowboys brought the trophy home. And again, the trophy is in the NFC East, where the Dallas Cowboys dwell. So you guys, Dallas Cowboys, I predict it, will lose 2 games, no more than 2 games next season. And they will go straight to the Super Bowl, take the championship, and bring it back to Texas. No doubt about it. 30 years. It took 30 years for the league to catch up to the Dallas Cowboys. Delusional? Yes, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Yeah, gosh, I don't know if there's any help that we could give you to get over it. I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna get into the comments and then I'm gonna share the link because Lord, oh yes, Miss Ruby, I did leave out Serena. Yes, and I would love to show y'all the images. It's just I would get a copyright strike, and I don't want to get that. But yeah, she was there, crip walking. To They Not Like or Not Like Us is the title of the song, but a lot of people saying that was a dig at Drake because he talked about her husband in one of his songs, and and he used to date Serena. They used to date, so they feel like that was some get back, whatever the case is. All right, so let me get into it. Yay, you say a BBL. I saw, yeah, there was Metro Boomin, and I don't know, somebody else made a song BBL Drizzy or whatever the case is. I guess saying he had a BBL, but can we rap? What was Kendrick wearing? Them some awfully tight ass jeans with some bell bottoms, and his booty was kind of giving BBL. I'm just giving you my observation. I'm just asking. Anyway. Nikki say Drake is talented. Yeah, he's talented. They're both talented. And I actually saw Kendrick Lamar 2014. When he was kind of like it was at a smaller venue, like a really small venue, and he was there with other people. But yeah, so I saw him in his humble. That's the title of the song. Beginnings. Urban Royce, how you doing? Says K-Dot did his thing. A great show with an empowering message for we the people. Black Revolution, top tier performance. No polytechnics needed for his artistry was fire. So you said, okay, now we're getting somewhere. He says a message that was empowering for we the people. Okay, what was the message? Can somebody put the message in the chat? What was we the people? I've heard the revolution. What was the message? Like, I keep asking people, what was the message? They say, there was a message. Because I watched it, and I like Kendrick Lamar. I like Drake too, but I was looking for the message that everybody's talking about. I guess maybe if I watch it again, I can extrapolate something, but I keep seeing everybody talk about it, so I want to know what the message was, right? Arneva, how you doing? And so Miss Ruby says, yeah, glad got Serena got some get back. Okay. Stephen A. Smith was pretty mad about it. He said, if I was her husband, I'd divorce her, because why are you still worried about your ex getting some get back on your ex and we married? He said, I'd flat out divorce her. I don't know about all that, but Patty Brown, you say that was hilarious. His necklace was a lowercase. And for what I understand, a lot of people run around saying it stands for A minor, but it actually is for his company. Deanna, what's the name of his company? Kendrick Lamar? At PG Lane. So they're saying that's actually the symbol for his company. But people ran off with that it stands for A minor or Aubrey, right? Because that's Drake's real name. But they said that's actually, I guess, the logo for his company. So I don't know. I'm just reading out comments. Papa Nally, how you doing? Naya, how you doing?
Ann says the message was to play by the rules, don't go off of the game board, and America will like you.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna hold on to that. Cooper, how you doing? He says, but he didn't out talent. Okay, so you talking to somebody that's out talent Kendrick. Thank you, Brother Reggie, for asking people to hit the like button. Brother Samuel says, you just added another dimension to Eagles. USA defeating the Chiefs, our native brothers. Yeah, or how about the quarterback that was with a sister defeated the one that's not with a sister? And Jalen, his manager is black. For understand, she's the only black manager in the league or something like that. Talent agent. So she's, had him sign a pretty good contract for a short time and a lot of money, from what I understand. So, yeah. And he always talks about helping black women, black mothers, and all of that. So I'm glad that he won. Anyway, Nikki says, what rappers have dancers on stage? Other, he said another PDD. Oh Lord. Brother Don says Kendrick Lamar stood 10 toes down and did that. Okay. Brother Reggie says, honestly, the halftime show was boring. They could have played a tape of Usher or You Crazy Prince's halftime show and called it a day. Yeah, a lot of people said it was boring. I heard a lot of people say they couldn't understand what he was saying. I guess you'd have to know his lyrics to kind of know what he was saying. But I saw a lot of people from all walks of life said they didn't understand what he was saying. And I would agree that they left out the older people, the older generation. Well, Kendrick's 37, 38. So they left out a lot of older people who are watching the show, the game, and they're like, okay, but what are we doing here? Yeah, I don't know what he's saying, right? What is this about? All right, I'm gonna skip down just a little bit, and then I'm gonna open up the link. Video source, how you doing? Says this is good content. Thank you. John Phillips, how you doing? Says, us brown people fall for symbolic victories with no end game to affect change when it comes to this type of mess. I'm gonna keep reading because, boy, I tell you, if I say what I want to say, I'm gonna get in trouble. But I'm gonna keep reading. Yes, CJ, we are back. FM, how you doing? He says, if we put white people on the stage, then it would be DEI. Something like that, right? Daryl says certain people are upset because Serena was crip walking. I believe Crips killed her sister in a drive-by shooting. That's what I heard. Yes, because she's from Compton as well. So a lot of people are saying she's from Compton, some get back on Drake. So it's kind of a lot of things, right? Patty says his performance was amazing. Beyonce had dancers. Most halftime NFL shows have dancers. Get off the gas and park the car and walk. Okay, that is true. Most of them do. Our Negroes just say they didn't get it and didn't not understand Kendrick's lyrics. Yeah, because a lot of people said they just couldn't understand what he was saying, right? Mr. Norris, how you doing? So I'm gonna say this after listening to you too and Phil the last couple of years, I have learned that the more knowledgeable I am about a thing or a situation, the less emotional I am about it. Thank you. And that is all I ever want to do is get us to think. That's it.
Logic first. Be Spock before you become Kirk.
Yeah. Our neighbor says, no white people, I guess they want DEI on some level? Yeah, damn, all the coaches are white except for one, right? The one that owns Jacksonville, the Jaguars, I think he's Indian or something. So
and Indian people think they're white. So
right, All right, I'm gonna skip down a little bit. And Sunlight, he says, Donovan, that's J. Cole, not Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. Yes. But close, right? Emmett Bean, how you doing? It says Sting is big time. Okay. Sister Shirley, how you doing? Welcome back. Guns Tip, how you doing? It says Cowboy Nation. Y'all keep trying. Maybe one day y'all get there. Satra, how you doing? Long time no see. It says rap is not for white people and all people. Jermaine Dupri said all people did not get the hints. Yes, I love what he said on Twitter, he says maybe it's time that we bring it back to where it belongs, to us, right? Stop trying to appease and include everybody else. So I did like that message from Jermaine Dupri.
See, you know what? Stop. Okay. I'm the voice of reason on this show. I'm going to have to tell you guys the way it is. Okay. Eminem is the best rapper of all times that ever has been in rap. According to Fat Joe, Puerto Ricans started hip hop and stuff like that. According to Busta, it started in Africa and all this other stuff. Do you guys see where we're going with this? When we let other people into our stuff, they appropriate it as if it's theirs and don't want to give us any credit. No credit whatsoever. It's kind of like politics. 92% of the black women voted for Kamala. 83% of the black men voted for Kamala, but yet they don't talk about the 28 to 31% of people, but mostly black men, that voted against Kamala and cost the Democrats the election. We get no credit either way. But the fact of the matter is, deep in their hearts, in places they don't want to talk about, they know black people are the reason for the season.
Gotcha. Easy says Kendrick performance, along with the rest of the artists, was a multi-layer showcase that combined entertainment with deeper messages of culture, unity, and social awareness. You know what? I'm with Nikki though. If I'm watching the Super Bowl, do I want to work that hard? If I'm trying to be entertained, do I want to?
Yeah, get your Rubik's Cube out and try to decipher what's going on.
Give me the performance, and I get it. That's kind of how Kendrick works anyway. So I know what you guys are saying, but I don't know, Anyway, let's keep it pushing. Who else is on here? Negroes, the bell bottoms is wild. Brother Reddy says the thigh tight bell bottoms are for women only. And I ain't gonna say nothing because I get in trouble. Yellow is the color of sun rays. How you doing? Martina, how you doing? Says I think it was a statement to the Panther movement how they all wore bell bottoms. Nikki says no, I ain't gonna read that one. Cisco, how you doing? Says the message. What's the message? I'm still trying to see.
Wait, the Black Panthers wear bell bottoms?
I'm sure some of them did.
Or maybe they're talking about the era of the 70s and the Panthers, and that's what I think. I don't think male Black Panthers wore bell bottoms. I could be wrong.
Kendrick's bell bottoms was pretty tight. They was hugging his booty real tight. And then when he was dancing with the dancers, I was like, damn, he got some wide hips. But I don't know. Al, how you doing? So Stephen A. Smith said if he was Serena's husband, he would have been mad because she wouldn't have been there trolling and at home with her husband. Yeah, and some people feel that way. I don't know if it's that serious. But yeah. Brother said, how you doing? He says, hell, I don't know.
Kitchen of the bedroom, Serena. Kitchen of the bedroom. He gonna tell her what to do. She can be out there if she wants to. He ain't her father. She can do what she wants. She want to go out there and crip walk. She can crip walk all day. Y'all, who do y'all to tell her what she would do? She's a woman. She can stand on her own. She don't need the money. Matter of fact, Serena makes her own money. So what the hell y'all talk about? Y'all don't tell a black woman what to do. Y'all don't ever tell a black woman what to do. Continue.
Okay. Brother said, he says, hell, I don't know the message. I'm just asking. I don't know. Maybe I have to watch again. I was watching, but I was watching for a halftime show. Usually when they act, and I didn't hate it. I didn't love it either. I didn't hate it. I'm a dancer, so I like to get up and dance, and I was like, I didn't dance one time. A lot of people say there's so many other songs that he could have played. I guess I don't know. Yeah, I guess yellow color sunrise. I guess I have to watch it again. But then I'm not that vested either. I'm not that invested in that like that. Hey, Brother Damon, how you doing? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Facts Not Feelings says symbols were deep from Kendrick. Okay, what? What were the symbols? Martina says the systemic oppression for the dominant and how we are judged. Brother Don says we made the divide snakes of Demetra. Damn. So he said focus on Samuel L. Jackson's part. Yeah, I got that. Some of the things that he was saying to him, basically, I don't know, remember word for word, but you better basically kind of do as you're told. You better not mess this up type of stuff. And it was kind of, and I know Samuel L. Jackson was doing it on purpose, was giving kind of like vaudeville vibes, almost like step and fetch it vibes. But I know that was done on purpose. Like, you better not get out of line. Hey, Sonyan, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. It says the message was play by the rules. Don't go off the game. Okay, you write that already. Game board in America will like you. Okay. Yeah, I got so much to say. I'm not gonna say it though. I'm gonna open up the link. Because like I said, I'll be getting in trouble. All right, I'm gonna skip down. Huh? Candy, you say I'm still trying to figure out what the message was. Yeah, I don't really hear a lot of people talking about it. Lene, how you doing? Says I was able to relate to the music. It says I was not able to relate to the music. I am more of a contemporary jazz girl. I do respect rap as an art form. However, nothing against Kendrick Lamar. I just couldn't understand a word of it. Yeah, a lot of people said that, right? Brother Don said that chain is worth $1.2 million. Okay. So my thing is, would he really have a $1.2 million chain made to troll Drake? I don't know. He might, but I don't know. I'm speaking above my head. Alex said, I saw a picture of Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick took with the minister, Minister Farrakhan. Oh, absolutely. As a lot of people have, right? Okay, skip down. Sonia says it was a big game board. If you look at it, I did notice that it says the aerial shot. Uncle Sam was warning Kendrick to play by the rules. Yep, not get ghetto. He even said that. Yes, I remember that. Okay, Satra. And yeah, yellow's the color. Some race says Kendrick had all black people on the stage. Yes, he did. Satra says yes because Uncle Sam said play by the rules. Okay. Brother Don says DEI got booed at the Super Bowl. Uh-oh. Okay. Miss Ruby says the message was the government is playing us like a game. We the people will outmaneuver and break out of it. Okay. Raw Naked Truth, how you doing? Says Serena Crip Walk was also about Wimbledon when she Crip walked at the tournament and she was told it was classless and immature. Yeah, she was told it was ghetto when she did it. So she never got a chance to do it again. So yes, that is true. Chaos, how you doing? It says hello, they're beautiful souls, and back at you, Lady Sophero. How you doing? Lady So Real. I always say Lady So For Real. How you doing? Long time no see. Okay. Going on down. Angela, how you doing? Says that was one of the best Super Bowl halftimes in history. Okay. Mr. Norris says he was rapping so fast, might as well be speaking French, old school. Monet, how you doing? Stormy Weather, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Arneva says, I was impressed with the choreography. Yeah, the choreography was really good. Oh, they didn't like your interpretation, Donovan. John, he says, bingo, bring it back to us and keep it with us. No cultural appropriation. Yes, we're talking about what Jermaine Dupri said. Papa Nally says it would have been better to have Lil Wayne and them more entertaining and actually from New Orleans. Yeah, that was a big old dust up too. Lord have mercy. Cherie says, stop white facing black music. Yeah, and it's a lot of good things that are coming out of the election of Trump, whether people realize it or not. Urban Royce, did I say hello to you? If not hello, he says the message is time's up. The powers that be, the meek who is powerless shall inherit the earth. The planet is on restoration mode, changing of the gods. Black America stay on code. We know, we the people. Okay, got you. New Deal, how you doing? Says we've been down this road before with them trying to take jazz and country and everything else, right? Mike, it says here's the number one he's the number one selling artist, not necessarily the best. So we say who you're talking about. Tanza, how you doing? Long time to see you. Says good evening, my soul sister Demetra and brother Donovan. Did I miss anything? I did not bother watching the Super Bowl period. No, not really. Yeah, I mean Kendrick's performance, you could see it, I guess, on the internet or whatever, but it was a game. It was kind of boring after a while because the Eagles just got in the zone and never left.
Yeah, when I tuned in, it was like 24. It was 24 whatever 0 at that. It was done. It was done. The game. It was over.
Yeah, Brother Reggie says watching a halftime show with a beer and a thesaurus is not the move. Laugh out loud, you crazy. Damon, he says 70% of black labor on the field. Come on now, no black team owners just can't pull those black dollars. I'm glad we thinking. We starting to think. Oh, Nikki, I guess you really don't like Kendrick Lamar. Okay, I'm gonna just assess it from that point. Mr. South Carolina, how you doing? Says, do I have to show my face when I drop a link? You have to show me your face. If I've never seen you on here before, and then I can bring you up, and then you can blank your face out, and I'm gonna do that in about a minute. I'm watching the clock here. Stormy Weather says, I like the no He says, I like to know the wear bell bottoms. Maybe a comment got jumbled. Sorry about that. Beth, how you doing? Says it was trash, ghetto trash. Oh, ghetto garbage. My Lord. DJ Brad, did I say hello to you? If not, hello. Okay, I think I'm getting to the bottom. Oh, Beth, you say he's a woman beater. You talking about Kendrick? That's not feelings. It says 1970s eras was he playing respect to? You said 1970s era he was playing respect to. Come on now. I don't think I've seen. Well, there's men that wear tight pants, but I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna jump in like the double dutch and then I'm gonna jump back out. Y'all know damn well. Yes, I said damn well that if Kendrick would have showed, or not Kendrick, Drake would have showed up with those pants on, y'all would have dragged him from one end of the earth to the other and keep dragging him until you can drag all the meat off his bones. If that man showed up in them pants like that, I'm jumping back out. Volvo says flare pants originated from the sailors in the U.S. Navy around the early 19th century because they did not have a required uniform. Later, the British Royal Navy adopted them into their uniform. And I heard it was about something to like helping pool water or something like that. I don't know. I don't know everything about the military. I know a lot though. Mr. Norris, she says, we wore bell bottoms and platform shoes in the 60s and 70s. I still wear bell bottoms and platform shoes. FM says, but Serena's not married to Stephen A. She's married to that white man. Yeah, that you're absolutely right. Okay, skipping on down. Timex Love, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Cynthia, how you doing? Says, I'm not criticizing anyone in my opinion. It was okay. Lord, can we just move on? Hi, Demetra Donovan. Yeah. That's why I didn't want to talk about it, but I took a poll and that was kind of the most requested thing that we talk about. So here we are. But yeah, I'm with you. It's like, what next, right? At the end of the day, Drake and Kendrick are both making loads of money and all.
Well, King Norris Graves says, if everything we do is so ghetto, why does the whole world try to steal it?
Oh, I totally agree. And BJ says, is what Sam said not what the CBC align themselves with? Listen, I like to bring a lot of common sense to things, but I'm going to let you guys speak because like I said, I know a lot of people feel a way about Kendrick, and I like Kendrick. I like Kendrick and Drake. I'm not involved in the beef or, this, that, and the other. I think at the end of it, they'll all be fine. Both of them. Nobody's going anywhere. People say, he's going to destroy Drake. If you're a Drake fan, you're not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing that could be said to make you, just to say like the same thing with Kendrick. So people could say things about him and they're not going to not be a fan. So this idea of, he's destroyed. That man has got a sold out tour going on in Australia and other places as we speak. So I don't know what metric system people are looking at, and Kendrick is about to go on a tour that's, I'm sure, sold out with SZA. So they're both doing fine. So who's being destroyed, but I'm not going to say nothing about the CBC and Samuel Jackson because I get in trouble. Hey, Lawrence, how you doing? Thank you so much for becoming a member. Love and appreciate you for that. All right, I'm about to open up the link. Ryan says, not a dot fan, love rap music, but I appreciate the art hidden, meaning in the gems he dropped. Yeah, and he did a video, Squabble Up, that had a lot of hidden, not so hidden things in it as well. Paid homage to a lot of people. So that was a pretty cool video off his latest album, Grand National. Negro says Squid Games and game controller symbolism. Gotcha. And I watch Squid Games, not the second season. I'm going to though. All right. Queen Adaya, how you doing? I must skip down so I can open up the link, you guys, but I want to acknowledge everybody I haven't seen on here yet. Daryl, how you doing? So SZA was working those Lilith vibes and all that red. Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't know if that's what she was trying to do, but yeah, and I like SZA, by the way. And Ali says you should give your opinion without getting in trouble. I'm not scared that I'm gonna get in trouble. My opinion ain't for the weak. Not saying anybody's weak. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I don't feel like arguing with people all day, but I will eventually give my opinion. I just kind of want to just see where we go with this. Ernest, how you doing? It says on the scale of Michael Jackson, nobody had a better performance than that. I would say Prince, definitely
Prince, I was
up
gonna
there.
say Prince. Yeah.
Yeah, people saying that was a Kendrick. And this is my opinion, not nobody else's. I've seen better. Beyonce is one of them.
Madonna did a good job. Madonna did a good job when she.
Yeah,
when she
I mean Kendrick was good. I didn't think it was ranked up there because it wasn't all inclusive. Michael Jackson was all inclusive. Everybody, hell, my little niece, my baby niece, let me tell you a story real quick. She's 6 years old. She asked her dad, can he take her to a Michael Jackson concert? And he told her, well, he's dead. And she bawled her eyes out. She's so distraught that Michael Jackson's dead. Now, mind you, Michael Jackson died long before she was born. So that's the impact that Michael Jackson's legacy still has. So people from young and old can resonate with Michael Jackson and the performers. Kendrick Lamar, not so much, So I think that's kind of where I would say, it was okay. Lynn's Key, how you doing? He says Serena was crip walking and her sister died from gang violence. I'm not gonna say nothing because me and you about to get in trouble. Tanya, how you doing? Says, hey, boo. Well, Trump ran on free speech, and here it is, best thing since the Alabama River Brawl, which I cannot wait to celebrate that day, August 5th. You guys, make sure you celebrate that day. Massage, how you doing? Says Kendrick was the only reason I watched the Super Bowl since 2013. I have so much to say about that stuff too, but I'm not. Okay. J Bubba, how you doing? Says, where's Jim Crow Joe? Jill went to the game. He's maybe auditioning for his next role in Hollywood. It sounds like he has a Hollywood agent. Jesse, how you doing? All right, for real, I'm about to open up the link. I think I've seen everybody. Lawrence says, K-Dot shook people up. Did he? I don't know. Because I asked this one guy, he said, what did he say? He did something for the culture. Kind of on the lines of, what he did to Drake. Or I said, was Kendrick for the culture before the Drake beef or was it after? He says, oh, well, it was before. I'm like, so what the hell are you talking about? Kendrick is for the culture, but way before this beef took place. What are we talking? Because see, what happens is y'all reducing Kendrick down to just about Drake. And Kendrick is more than Drake. But unfortunately, a lot of y'all, and I said a lot of y'all Johnny come latelys have reduced Kendrick down to Drake. Kendrick met with Farrakhan way before the Drake beef. But a lot of y'all thinking Kendrick is for the culture because he's getting rid of the colonizer Drake, who has a whole black daddy. Dennis Graham, who was the brother of Larry Graham. Larry Graham being the most prolific, one of them, dopest guitarist, bassist on the planet. That influence, I think Donovan's frozen. That influence Prince. I'm just putting those things out there, okay? And then we can keep on pushing. Yeah, I figured he was frozen, like Mitch McConnell. Anyway, all right, so let's see. I'm gonna wait for him to come back on before I give the link. Because if I'm up here by myself and something happens, then FM says Kendrick did put the Luther song on. The appeal to older generations just can't satisfy it. Did they know that was what it was? I know what it is. Mostly because my daughter listens to all of that. My daughter is a Drake and Kendrick aficionado. She could tell y'all the ins and the outs of everything they do. Now, I guess if I would have listened to the song a few times or more in depth, I'm like, oh, that's if this world were mine. Then I would have been able to say, okay, that's Luther. But these older people ain't listening to that like that. So how was they supposed to know that was a Luther song? I don't know. I'm just asking. I could be very wrong. Timex Love, he says he was dressed better than he did for the Grammys. You talking about Kendrick? He had that denim suit on or something like that. I actually like the denim suit better than the bell bottoms. I just don't want to see my man's hips like that. I mean, not that Kendrick's my man, but yeah, I don't know what the bell bottoms was about, but to each his own. Hell, he probably looked better in them than I do. I would. All right, let's see. Skip it on down. Samuel C, how you doing? Says your Black Queen Goddess Beauty makes you wish you were my Valentine. Oh, well, thank you. I don't have a Valentine. It's been a long time since I've had a Valentine. I'm gonna make that a song. Don't steal my song, y'all. Tanya says, it's just like Big and Pac, we love both. Yeah, why we got to choose, Townsend says, me too, old school forever. And Lauren says, I don't like Drake. A lot of people don't. A lot of people do. Brother Reddy says, not a fan of either, to be honest. I'd rather listen to the Fat Boys' greatest hits. You crazy. The Fat Boys are back. Yes, indeed. RIP. I think they all gone now. I think maybe one's left.
Yeah, I think Kurosky is still alive.
Oh yeah. Because Buffy and D, yeah, they're gone. Anyway, R.I.P. to them. Says what makes real name Aubrey Graham. Yes, Big Rick Jr. How you doing? Says all the subliminal messages he had in his music and videos. White people love him. Okay. Mr. Norris says we've got bigger problems than a beef between Kendrick and Drake. See, you talking too much sense now. You talking too much sense. You're gonna get in trouble. You are about to get in trouble. Okay, for real. Chocolate Bunny, how you doing? Says right message, right city. If it wasn't for you say Louisiana being sold to Thomas Jefferson for $15 million, America would not be land and identity were sold. Okay, come on with the history. Papa Nally says, I invite y'all to rewatch Michael Jackson Super Bowl halftime performance. In contrast, no comparison. That's why I'm like, I don't even need to watch it to tell you that. I'm trying to figure out how was Kendrick's better than Michael Jackson. If I'm not mistaken, hasn't Kendrick even paid homage to Michael Jackson and a few of his performances and stuff? I don't know. Casual 42, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Brother Samuel says, it was interesting that when I heard Weiss narrate the show, they focus on beef with Drake using two former ladies he had a relationship with. However, part of Black America saw a diss of Trump with feud with Mr. Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, I actually saw a lot of people talk about the beef with Drake. And in a way, Kendrick kind of made the Super Bowl about Drake. I would have never performed that as my last song. That, one of the most prolific songs, I guess some people would say, in history about another man. I would have never did that. It's my moment, not yours. That's just me, though.
Yeah, but you also got to remember, controversy sells albums. NWA, Puff Daddy and Death Row, NWA and Ice Cube, Dre and Easy, all that sold out because everybody wants to, be in the drama. Black people love entertainment. We love seeing, okay, what he gonna say? What he gonna say? Oh, Tim Dog said this. So-and-so said that, and it sells, it makes sales. I'm sorry. That's just what the bottom line.
Yeah, and I'm glad y'all recognizing Larry Graham. Yeah, he was a big influence on Prince, and he talked about it all the time.
I don't know no Larry Graham and Graham Central Station, the Jam. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
Well, we know that's Drake's uncle. Okay. And Cooking with Miss D, how you doing? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Lawrence has another distraction to keep us away from the truth. I cut our checks. You know what? You about to get in trouble too. You're about to get in trouble. Because you saying some things that's just a little bit touching too close to the sense. Sagittarius Goddess says, I thought he was representing something with the pants. I don't know. Maybe they shrank or something in the dryer right before the show. Samuel C. say, DMX even said he didn't like Drake. Yeah, he said he didn't like. There's a lot of people don't like Drake. That don't mean he's not likable. My thing is this. Are we able to come to our own conclusions and have our own opinions without being influenced? I like a whole lot of people. When I tell people some of the artists I listen to, they're like, for real? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Melissa, how you doing? Says Kendrick was amazing. And Serena, I love you. Yes. Serena was a surprise for everybody. Cynthia Hayes, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Okay. Cooking with Miss D says, Kendrick's performance was more than his beef with Drake. He was sending us a message to stay on code, to know what we are dealing with in racist America. Got you. Okay. Well, all right. We're getting somewhere. Timeless Lovey says, I heard some other people referencing the Canadian tux. Yeah, they're saying that what he wore to the Grammys was a Canadian tux. And I'm like, y'all think, I don't know. Y'all think Kendrick made his whole life, everything he's doing? I know he won the 5 Grammys for the song about Drake, but y'all think he would really make his very being and existence about Drake? This is a Pulitzer Prize winner, mind you, and deemed to be very prolific, a prophet and all that. You think he would make his every waking moment from this point on about Drake? I would sure hope that's not the case. But see, I think that's a lot of people looking a lot into it, right? Jeffrey, how you doing? He says, I like Trump. Okay. Ross says, white people make money when we feud. Come on now. You about to get in trouble too. You get in the get in trouble box with the rest of us because you're about to get in trouble. FM says, who has the same mass appeal of Michael Jackson or Prince today? Answered, no one. Beyonce, perhaps the closest, and she's nowhere near their level. I think she's close, but I agree.
I will have to disagree. Taylor Swift.
Mass appeal to every. It's not a whole lot of black people. I don't think at Taylor Swift's concert. There's probably some, but a whole lot. Michael Jackson had everybody. Prince had everybody.
Did you guys? How many? You have to have some kind of appeal when everybody applauds Trump at the Super Bowl and they boo Taylor Swift. She has to be somebody of significance.
He says, I saw a video of Drake on tour responding to Kendrick. I don't know about that. I don't know if he did or not. But it perhaps, I guess. Mrs. South Carolina said, what's the connection between Aubrey and Larry Graham? I didn't hear. That's his uncle. That's Drake's uncle. But people saying he's not black. He's got a very black daddy with a big giant mustache.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. They say Kamala's not black either. I just don't understand.
Well, she's not, but Mike says that song was Song of the Year. That's why he did that last. I mean, I get it. But now everybody's talking about Kendrick and Drake. And the symbolism too. But I mostly hear people say Drake is finished. Oh, he's done. It's like, Brother Sammy says, others saw Drake as a symbol of America, the safe, controlled black man and house. It's all a game. Sony controller, which some saw represented a certain label. Mr. Samuel Jackson talking about our unity being a cheat code where Uncle Sam will take a life like they usually do with anyone that can unite us. Okay, so now y'all gonna make me get in the mix. Okay, I just want to and I thank you for that, Brother Samuel. Let's pick this apart for a second. Others saw Drake as a symbol of America, the safe, controlled black man and house. It's all a game. Okay, let's stop right there. Guess who says they would never show up to the Grammys? I don't know if he's ever showed up. I'm not saying he's never showed up, but guess who says, I'm not showing up to the Grammys? They're fixed. They're rigged. Who said that?
Big Daddy Kane.
Drake. I'm not showing up to they're fixed. Kendrick, on the other hand, showed up. I'm just going to give y'all my opinion, okay? He showed up to get the validation of white people, okay? Drake, on the other hand, is like, I don't need validation. I'm not showing up, and he hasn't showed up. I don't know. I'm sure he's been nominated. He has been, and he's not showed up, okay? Now, y'all remember when Kaepernick was taking a knee. Now, I read some stuff about Kendrick because I want to dig deeper, and he was in support of Colin Kaepernick. I think he's doing a great thing. Of course, we know Kendrick is very woke, not in the fake sense, but the real sense. But then he shows up to do the halftime show, which is a symbol of what? America, right? So, say one showing up and the other's not for the symbol of America. Y'all can do the math on that. So he said Sony controller, which some saw represented a certain label. Okay. Mr. Samuel L. Jackson talking about our unity being a cheat code where Uncle Sam will take a life. Okay, let me break it on down to Uncle Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel Jackson is on the plantation. I'm not talking about Django. Okay, he is a big time Democrat shield that was kicking in the tailbone of black people. The last elections, not this one, the last election cycle, when they didn't want to vote for Joe Biden and Kamala, he was going hard in the paint. And even this time, not as much as he did the last time. So it's like, what unity is he talking about? The woman he was trying to get in office was doing everything she can to destroy black unity by opening up those borders and bringing everybody up in here. So I get Uncle Samuel Jackson being up there portraying Uncle Sam. But what is the real Samuel Jackson doing in his real life? And what are the messages he's sending to people who look up to him? Stay on the Democratic plantation. And I know he hates Trump. And that's his right to do it. There's a lot of people who hate Trump. But it's like, you hate Trump more than you hated Kamala, who told black people no. I'm just saying. I'm going to move along. I know I was going to open up this link, but Nicole Miller, how you doing? He says he had all black people to protest DEI. Yeah. And if you're talking about Kendrick's performance, he had people to protest DEI, but they don't own that league. And how they protesting DEI? That was symbolism. And how you protesting DEI and that don't benefit black people more than it benefits white people? So it was cute in theory to protest it, but what did we get from that? And that's what I've been asking people. What did we get from Kendrick Lamar's performance? Because everybody keeps saying, see, y'all got me riled up, and I don't mean to be. Everybody keeps saying, oh, it's for the culture. Oh, Kendrick Lamar showed out for the culture. What did we get? Did somebody get a bologna sandwich after he got off the stage? Did you get some money in your bank account? Did you didn't have to go to work the next day? What did you get? After he got done, what did the culture get? I just want to know. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I stepped out of line when the getting was to be got, But what did we get? I keep hearing people say Kendrick put on for the culture. But not too long ago, the culture was protesting football because of what they did to a man that's half black. I guess he counts. I don't know. Colin Kaepernick, who's half black, raised by all white parents. That he was protesting because everybody's protesting because he got done dirty, because he was protesting the police brutality of black men in America. So I don't know. Maybe I'm confused. What are we doing here? The culture was all in then. Now the culture saying that Kendrick, who performed at the Super Bowl, he did something for black people. Y'all help me out. I'm confused. Yes. Kendrick played a crackhead in Power, which I thought that was a great role. He's a great actor, by the way. Sandra J, how you doing? Says only watched a halftime. Didn't know what was happening. Okay. Yellow's a color. Some race says, why did they boo Taylor? Because they sick of her for a whole lot of reasons. She got a lot of other stuff going on too. Her best friend, I forget her name, Blake Lively, got some funky stuff going on where she falsely accusing an actor that she worked with of doing some things that he didn't do to her. So he's suing them for $500 million. And Candace Owens is actually covering that on TikTok. And she blowing the lid off of that. Anyway, Mission Vision, how you doing? Says Cynthia, says Kendrick has a very deep soul and he delivered a powerful message and performance. Therefore, I can respect one's own opinion. But personally, I love listening to Kendrick hood hip hop music. Okay, got you. All right. Tonza, you says Larry Graham, it's a yes, 1 in a million lifetime. Yep. Yes, y'all putting all of his chocolate money. He said he ain't black. Who ain't black? Okay. Lawrence, you say next year halftime show will be all white. Well, Jay-Z is in control of it, and so far he ain't had nobody up there. I don't think that's white. I could be wrong unless they were brought on with somebody else. Leanne, how you doing? Says Drake had no business getting white dads involved. I stopped dealing with him when he sued white dad. Well, I mean, I get the whole beef, but I don't think there's too many people who are like somebody calling them a PDF. We'll say that, and they're not. I mean, you got to kind of protect your reputation to some degree, right? So he's not suing Kendrick, he's suing the record company. But yeah, I don't think you would allow somebody to run around calling you something that could damage your career, and you're not that. So I don't know. I'm not mad at Drake for suing. Like I told y'all before, I sued a mofo for lying on me. Donovan was there. Don't. I brought him from the Middle East to the IE. And Donovan was there.
Yeah, Donald Trump, he's suing all these major networks, and it looks like they're settling and know they were going to lose. So they were lying on him. I mean,
yeah. Brother Todd, how you doing? Says Kendrick was on point. You all who didn't like it because you were used to garbage. Not necessarily. Says nudity and gang banging. Not me. Not the gang banging anyway. I'm just playing. He says, so when a real one showed up presenting to y'all with a way out, y'all sounded like the slaves that Harry Tubman wanted to free. If only they knew they were slaves. Well, how did he free you? Todd, if you could tell me what he did to free you that night, I will shut up forever. What did he do to free you that night? And I know you in the Nation of Islam. So you mean to tell me it took Kendrick to free you and not the messenger of the minister? You just now free because Kendrick got up there in some bell bottoms and saying they're not like us? You free now? I see y'all told y'all didn't want me to. I said I wasn't going to say nothing because I know I got very strong opinions, but I'm trying to ask some questions. So I'm going to say to anybody out there, if Kendrick freed you from that Super Bowl performance, I'm going to get a doll object. Stick yourself. I love you, Brother Todd, though. I really do. Chantel, how you doing? Okay, so the weekend. So was he up? Yeah, weekend did it. Yeah. Afro Diaspora, how you doing? It says Kendrick Lamar had deep symbolism in this. He was sending a message to America and specifically to Black America. Okay. I still want to know what that is. Let me skip down because I know I'm behind a little bit. Acknowledging anybody have not seen Michelle W. How you doing? Since I think it's almost everything is fixed these days. I think all of the award shows are rigged and sports are fixed. I don't watch any of them. I really don't either. Big stuff like that, Super Bowl. I want to see Kendrick Lamar. I like Kendrick Lamar, contrary to what people believe. But you should be able to critique people that you like. I like Kendrick Lamar. I didn't hate the Super Bowl performance. I just didn't love it. And I'm a very smart girl. I could watch stuff and I could see all kind of stuff, but I was just like, I don't know. I liked it, but then I didn't love it, and that's my right. Don't mean I'm a slave. I don't think I am. S. Edgy, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. And I don't want to skip over anybody. Astro Diaspora says no shade, but Drake has shown that he is not culturally Black, suing after losing a rap beef. Drake is Jewish and he went full Karen against Kendrick. Yeah, let somebody steal your tomato out the lunchroom on your break, and you want to beat their behinds, but you're gonna let somebody call you a pedophile and get away with it. See, y'all doing too much. See, because it's always to say what I would do when it ain't you. Okay, somebody lie on you good about stealing a piece of bubble gum, you're gonna tear the whole earth down. But yet somebody calling you something like that. So I don't know if it's Karen or not. Another thing too is I think we get a little bit too loosely with how we define people as Black. But as I always say, and I feel very strongly about this, which is why I don't like to speak about it, because I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. But y'all say that he is not Black. And this is just the things that I know that he's done. A lot of philanthropy. And y'all can research all of that. He's done a lot of stuff to help Black people. But y'all think because your favorite rapper, Kendrick Lamar, has beat him, and I would say, yes, it's fair to say he whooped him in a rap beef. Okay, I'm not going to argue that. But y'all think because he lost the rap beef that, all of a sudden he ain't Black. And you know what? I'm going to say this too. I'm probably going to get in a little bit of trouble, but I'm used to it. I think a lot of this has to do with light skin hate. I think a lot of this has to do with self-hate. Now, has he grown up in Canada? Yeah, I would imagine he did. He's from Canada, but his daddy's from Memphis, Tennessee. So y'all don't think he ever saw his daddy? Never? His daddy is a whole Black man. Y'all don't think his daddy influenced him at all? I'm just trying to bring some common sense to stuff. Because, see, I'm one of those people, and Donovan to tell you, if I don't like a person and what they do, y'all see me all the time. And the minute y'all start talking up under Kamala's clothes, I go in. I said, we can talk about her politics, but we're not going to talk under her clothes. Because I always say she do anything. She needs to write a book about how not to get sell WAP to the top. That's the title I would give her. Because a lot of women out there giving it away for nothing to busters. But that's a different conversation. So I'm able to have two sides of the conversation without being invested because my favorite, this, that, and the other says something about somebody else. So that's when you elevate your thinking, when you're able to do that. But I also have an issue with people trying to see a person destroyed because you don't like them. Y'all want to destroy him? I wouldn't want to see Kendrick or nobody destroyed because they lost a rap beef. But I understand that's what we are in society. We are gladiators now in our thinking. Finish him! That's what we are in our thinking now because we're so desensitized to a lot of stuff.
And that goes back to the Roman Empire. What was happening in the Roman Empire as the Roman Empire declined? Gladiator sports. You keep the people entertained. And
keep them bloodthirsty.
Yep. As the empire kept declining, nobody was paying attention because they wanted to be in the cages and see the gladiators and killings and my team won, your team won.
And the other thing too about Chris Brown, Brother Reggie, they won't let him do it because there's a lot of women and men out there that want Chris Brown finished. Finish him. He should never finish him. Every time this man opened his mouth to go do something, somebody making a documentary. You got a whole lot of sisters that's after him, a whole lot of white women, some zesty dudes want Chris Brown finished for something that happened when he was 19. This man is in his 30s, upper 30s, and they want him finished. So he'll probably never do the halftime show because, see, that's how we think now as a society. We want to see people finished. So, which they all got a lot of money. I don't know how finished they would be, but all right, let me skip down a little bit because I know I'm behind. Brother Todd says Kendrick was on point. You all who didn't like it because I think I read that already. Okay. Yes, Nikki, fix your community first. All right, who else is on here? And I'm sorry, y'all. I'ma just keep going. Yes, brother Sam, tell him to turn the TV off. Yeah, that was some a Kendrick Lamar song. Absolutely, I think he did it last, if I'm not mistaken. Brother Damon says FBA didn't get a effing thing. I'm just asking, what did y'all get? What did the culture get from watching Kendrick Lamar perform? Other than it was a performance. Did you get the community fix? Did you get a grocery store in the food desert? Did we close the wealth gap? Did we bring the black man back in the home? Did we get the sister some sense? What did the black community gain by Kendrick Lamar performing? I'm asking. See, when you ask those kind of questions, there's like, well, I just felt better as a black man or woman. You should have already felt that if you never had a TV to see Kendrick Lamar. You should have already felt that way. You know what I mean? And I have a problem too with grown people, especially grown men, getting so invested into this rap beef. Because a lot of y'all grown men that's invested in the rap beef, Kendrick and Drake were 36, 37, give or take, something like that, 38. And y'all grown men, y'all supposed to be examples, not jumping in like double dutch on some rap beef that's silly. Oh yeah, he destroying. Y'all should be more of an example to speak life into the situation, because in a sense, and depending on what the conspiracy theory you believe, and trust me, I've heard them all. That's why Tupac and Biggie ain't here on the surface, right? Depending on what you believe, that's why they not here. See, it's all fun and games, and end up losing their lives. Is that what y'all want to see? Y'all want to see one of them get their life shot? And somebody shot Drake's bodyguard. Y'all want to see somebody else get harmed over a rap beef that none of y'all making $1 from? See, I don't know. I'm gonna shut up because I'm gonna get in trouble.
Well, the funny thing is, when has entertainment been something that I can understand? Lyrics and the writing of words could move nations, right? Depending on who writes it, whatever, could be prophetic and all this other stuff. But how come we don't have discernment to know what entertainment is versus factual fiction of the life that we're actually leading? You know what I mean? It's just, and I look at grown people, some older than me, and I'll be a double nickel this year. And you could show them facts, and they still will not accept those facts because they rather go with their feelings. And again, we have raised 3 generations of young men and women who have been taught to go off of their feelings, not off of their logic. So if the sky is blue and the person says it's purple, oh, it's purple. Why is it purple? Because I feel it's purple. But it's not based in logic at all. It's just all based on how they feel. It's like that girl, Dank DeMoss. I saw that, what Power 109, whatever in New York. Yeah, whatever that interview she did. Did you guys notice that when they asked her a question, everything she said was, well, I feel fat people, she didn't say that. Big people should do this. I feel, big people this. I feel people are looking at me a certain way because I'm big or whatever. How you feel, nobody gives a damn. What makes sense is what actually is. You want your big ass to get in that car, lose weight. If not, you have an option to get the XL. But she was going off her feelings. I feel I could get into the smaller car. It's mental illness. We have gotten into a society that has accepted mental illness as factual life things.
And this is why Doves cried. Deborah, how you doing? It says, why didn't Drake sue for slander if he wasn't a pedo? Unless I'm missing something, he did. He is suing for defamation. So it runs in the same vein. Slander, defamation, libel. So yeah, he is suing the record company for that. Which is why people are saying, he a Karen because he's suing. It's like, y'all wouldn't let nobody lie on you. And if you do, you a punk. I probably shouldn't have said that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, somebody lied on me. And I was like, yeah, you're going to line it up in court, homie. Don't be lying on me, because you feeling a certain type of way. Ain't got nothing to do with me, So our Negroes, you say, what's the beef? I guess they had some words back and forth in rap songs here, there, and rap beefs aren't rare. Rap beefs have been around for a very long time. I would say this was probably the ugliest one, but I don't know. I guess they just fell out with each other at some point in time. My daughter could probably give you the timeline better than I could, as I don't spend a lot of time with it. But it sounds like they got in a rap beef and it got a little bit uglier than normal, I guess. Nikki says Jesus need to come and lay hands on what? Y'all wilding. Let's see here. Yes, everybody's opinion does matter. That is true, Miss D. Okay. Damon says, how many bodies were deleted because of Lord Jay-Z? I don't know. And if I did, I wouldn't say. Okay. I mean, get going down because I know I'm behind. Alicia, how you doing? Did I say hello to you? How you doing? Buckhorse, I know I say hello. I'm gonna say hello again. Mad Dog says, I'm for anything that pisses our enemies off. Yeah. Well, let's say his performance pissed off the enemies. Did we get something for that? Well, we just raised their blood pressure. What? They still got the power. They got high blood pressure and power. And what do we have? Wasted energy. When we could be spending that energy on bettering ourselves, right? I like a little entertainment or whatever the case is, but RIP to Neely Fuller Jr. He said we always celebrating and playing, Nation of Islam. The messenger said we always involved with sport and play. That's how they keep us distracted, with sport and play. And here people are talking about all this and that was going on with the Super Bowl, more sport and play, when the Super Bowl is going to be that performance was less than 13 minutes. You got the rest of your life to do something. So y'all mean to tell me a 13-minute performance defined who you are as Black people in America? Finally.
Well, I got a better question. Since you're deciphering the message in this artist's music and all this other stuff, and you can tell me about Drake and all that, tell me who your council member is. Tell me who your alderman is. Tell me what is the city strategic plan. Every city has a strategic plan of how it's going to build out and what its goals are. Can you tell me that? And unfortunately, in our community, it is prevalent, not all of us, it is prevalent in our community. We don't know what the hell is going on. We just know, oh, Kamala, on the national level, but we couldn't tell you anything about who your county supervisor is, what is going on in the construction around our communities, what they're putting in our communities until after it's already built. Why is it that all the weed shops, if you go to most areas where the weed is legal, is in the Black and brown neighborhoods? Why is that? Why is all the liquor stores in the Black and brown neighborhoods? But but when you want to complain about it, the damn thing is already built. That's what I don't understand. You can tell me all this other stuff that has no bearing on your life because it's entertainment, but that new prison that they're building down the street, that juvenile prison that they're building down the street for your children, you have no clue it's being built there. You have no clue. I have a friend, true story. He left the city and bought a home. And I told him, you need to go to the city council and make sure you know what is going on when you get there, right? Because we got a lot of warehouses where I live, right? All these warehouses are being built. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go do that, whatever the deal is. He invests and buys his house. Did not even know there was a super warehouse not even a mile down the street from his home. Now, for those of you guys that have homes and stuff like that, you guys know as well as I do, when they put up a warehouse, that brings trucks, right? What happens to the value of your property? It goes down, and it's going to make your house harder to sell because nobody wants to buy a home where there's a lot of truck traffic and all this BS going on, right? You got to know what's going on.
Absolutely. Todd, he says, that ain't what I said, Demetra. I did not say that, man. Read me. I don't know. I was kind of giving those vibes, Brother Todd. I'm just saying. Says what he did do is show rap that they don't have to display women as nude nothings. The sisters in the show kept it civilized. Yeah, in the show, SZA is his artist, and SZA has a whole lot of videos where you can see her bare behind. She's his artist. So yeah, in that show there wasn't nobody naked, but she's his artist, and she runs around damn near nude a lot. I'm just putting that out there. And yeah, I appreciate it. But the state of Louisiana sent the NFL a letter and says, y'all better keep it clean. They sent them a letter Keep it clean. The lawyers fine-tooth combed all of the lyrics and stuff before they want to make sure it was no nudity. So I think that had a lot to do with it. In all fairness, can't recall. Well, I mean, I've seen some videos of Kendrick that's pretty, if these walls could talk, he getting it in, dancing on, a thick sister, which is one of my favorite songs, by the way. But I'm just saying, yeah, so he ain't had all that going on. But see, y'all trying to make him a deity, and he's not. Kendrick is a man. Y'all done deified this. He's a man. He's a man that can make mistakes. He's not Jesus. Buddha? Allah? The flying cricket? Somebody out there worshiping the cricket? So I don't know. He's a man. I'm just saying. Mad Dog says Drake is not a rapper. He's more of a pop artist. Well, Billboard and everything else says differently. He was named the highest grossing rapper for concerts last year and streaming as a rapper. So I don't know. Maybe you need to tell them that he's not a rapper. I'm just saying. Chocolate Bunny says Drake said Kendrick's kids were his friends. Like, come on, that's fair game. And Drake ain't black. He's mixed. He's black. Okay, if I'm mixed, and I got a black and black mom, black daddy and black mama, black daddy and black mama, and if you FBA, your ass is mixed too. Because if you ain't mixed, then you might need to be talking about your lineages somewhere else. I just want to put that out there. See, because those are the games we play with each other to disqualify us as being black. But you cannot be FBA with hard to be. It might be in some rare case with Massa didn't tiptoe up in your great grandmama's slave shack. But as you can see me, yeah, Massa was tipping somewhere down the line. I'm just saying. And my mom and daddy are dark skinned. Just gonna put it out there. All right. I know I'm behind for real. I'm gonna skip down. Cynthia says I do agree.
You were supposed to open the link 35 minutes ago.
I was, but then you fell off, and so I was like, damn, I can't be up here by myself. Cynthia says I do agree with you. I think there's some light skin hate, jealousy. There's a lot of it. It is a lot of it, and I think we need to really sit with that. Prolo Styles, how you doing? It says his lyrics said he beat you like an American slave. Straight disrespect what you're saying. Plus, he wore blackface. No black American would do that. A lot of black Americans who have done that. You had a whole bunch of we're gonna have common sense conversations. There was a movie called White Girls. Did y'all see that? I'm just leaving it at that. Now it wasn't blackface, but it was whiteface.
You mean white chicks or white girls?
White chicks, white girls, whatever it's called. Yeah, I don't think I even watched the whole movie, to be honest with you, because it was a little too silly for my taste.
Classic silliness.
FR good, how you doing? He said it was garbage. Okay, Brother Sam says now some thoughts that came across my mind reading these different aspects briefly. I think it was Dr. Dre that got us back to watching football, and now they're pushing beef. Miss Serena Williams sleeping with the. Come on now. But crib walking was interesting. 3, I wondered if a message could be sent differently without the beef aspect. Even here, people are personally taking sides. Doesn't the government, come on now, doesn't the government have to approve the message that they knew would be pushed that night? However, yes. But people are thinking it's some, the sky opened up and, Christ, Kendrick Lamar fell out the sky. You know what I mean? Y'all doing a lot. And like I said, I like Kendrick. I listen to King Kunta every time I'm on the treadmill in the gym. I sure do. Because, it get my blood up. It get me like, Messiah Price, she says, if it's daddy influenced him, he would not say you're rapping like you're trying to free the slaves. Well, I mean, I don't listen to rap a lot, but I got what he was saying. I'm not saying it was right. I got what he's saying because I think that comes from y'all act like that. I think that's kind of where that's coming from. My daughter probably come in here and correct me because, like I said, she knows more than we all know put together. Intel side, how you doing? Says Drake had no mercy for Meek when he was battling him. Karma. I mean, but isn't there a winner and loser in rap beefs? So was it that he had no mercy? Hell. Did Ice Cube have mercy for all of NWA? He ethered. Speaking of ether, did Nas have any mercy for Jay-Z? I'm just saying. Y'all see, that's how I know some of y'all don't really know rap beef. Some of y'all wet behind the ears with this. Rap beefs ain't pretty. Hell, Tupac hit him up.
Yes, and it
He started
ends.
out the
Rap
gate
beef
with violence.
ends. Yeah, there's a winner and a loser, and it ends when Ice Cube dropped No Vaseline. NWA said he won. That's it. We're done.
So what are we talking about? No mercy. That there is a beef. You hit it and you quit it, right? But y'all talking about karma. Kendrick bested Drake. But y'all want to take it past karma. Y'all want the man like destroyed and finished, just like that. And that's why I'm saying some of y'all need to sit with yourself and say, what is it about me that would like to see another human being destroyed over rap beef? What is it? Is there something going on with me that I want to see that happen to another human? Because it's funny that if somebody was to wish that on you, you fall to your knees. The stuff that Drake is going through, and I would even say Kendrick, the stuff that they're talking about going through, y'all will fall to your knees begging for mercy. If somebody said half of that stuff about you, but yeah, y'all think he should take it on the chin? Come on now. Surely you're being a fraud and you're perpetrating one, most definitely. That's why I say I didn't want to get too riled up. More threads. How you doing? Says, did she open the link? I'm gonna open the link just for you and put it on in here. I know I'm behind. I'm gonna open up the link. Donovan, how much more time we got on here?
We had 16 minutes, but
child,
keep going. Keep going.
You talk too much. I'm just like, all right, more threads. I got it coming up right here for you. Our Negro says Black Pride, Demetra. Okay, so Black Pride, and I'm sorry, this is so behind. I couldn't even tell where we are. Penelope, how you doing? Says, what other performer has given to the community? No, they give you the performance. That's what they give you. So to your point, why is anybody else trying to extrapolate all this, esoteric stuff from Kendrick? He might have had some hidden messages, but when I go to a concert, I paid a pretty penny for some concerts before, and I've had some concerts paid for me. That was a pretty penny. I got the souvenir I got, I had to pay for. Okay, I got the performance, the memories of a lifetime. I didn't come out of there saying, "Oh, I'm a better person. Now I could be a better Black woman. Oh, it's changed the culture." I never thought that. I took my Black ass out of there and rested my feet because I probably danced myself all up and down the aisleway the whole concert. That's what I left with, sore feet. You ready? More threads? I'm gonna bring you up.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. How you doing, beautiful?
Hey, I did not call to stay in long because I am driving. I gotta get me something to eat. But no, I always comment, but today I wanted to do something a little different. I always thank you and I praise you, and I always leave Donovan out. And I caught his little comment today before he said love sucks. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be nice today. And I'm going to add you to the list of appreciated men. Every year, I send something for Valentine's Day and Father's Day to some of the men. And I had one thing left. So you can drop your Cash App and I will get you some lunch. And you got to buy your own lunch now. But I'll send you something where you can have your own lunch and make it about you. And hopefully it won't suck that bad.
Thank you so much. But like I said, I'm going through it, girl. I'm going through it.
I know it happens. So just drop that, or send it to me somehow, whatever, email, whatever, and I will get you some money so you can get you a nice, healthy. Well, I ain't gonna say a salad or nothing. It's your choice. You can get what you want. So we're gonna make it all about you.
Yes, indeed. Put it in
That
the
day.
comment section, Donovan.
Okay, that's all I had to say.
Thank you, beautiful. Come back and
All
see
right,
us
all
again.
right, bye.
Bye-bye. I got you. And Brother Ty says, to answer your question, Demetra, the culture gave the sisters some sense that keeping their clothes on while performing can still get them respect. I mean, I guess. I got you, Che. You ready to come up? Che, can you hear me? Okay, I'm bringing you up.
Greetings, Black family. B1 salute. Hey, auntie. Hey, uncle. Good to see y'all finally on the flesh. So much to unpack with this. Yeah, I grew up in the era of all these beefs, and as you can tell what side I'm clearly on. Um, they trying to steal everything from us, Black family. This, I don't know why our people are upset about. Like, we literally are gatekeeping our culture. Like, look, the Crip Walk, that was a Black invention. It had nothing to do with no Latinos, none of that. That was our shit. That was our celebration on the ops. That's what it was. And they're not coming to grips with that. But Serena's reminding them, Kendrick reminded them, it's FBA. We built all of this. You wouldn't have no country, nothing without our people's blood, sweat, and toil. So we coming to give us our check. And Kendrick let them know that. And so did Samuel. A lot of the Pan Africans is upset because there's colors, but we are the first to knit the flag of this country. Like, Grace Swisher was a slave. She was about 13 years old. She knitted before Betty Ross because they always give the credit to Betty Ross. No, we did it. Like, we are literally the fabric and foundation of this corporation known as USA. So it's time they pay us. Otherwise, they're just gonna keep losing the Democrats.
I got you. Well, you know what? At least, and I know a couple of people came up and said, what the message was. So I thank you for coming up and saying what you got out of it. Interesting. And I did see the whole flag and, things like that because we're all on. I'm going to mute everybody. That's because, I did, see the flag and, all that other stuff. But very interesting point. Anything else before I drop you back down? I see somebody else trying to come up.
You hear all this talk about we need our own parties. We need our own parties. We have our own parties. Right behind you, we got our own party called the Unity Party of Colorado. And we got members in 46 other states. And on top of that, we got the Mahali Party, which is based out of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. KCZINTV. Check them out. It ain't just the Diddy Party. What was it? The African American Freedom Party. We got the Freedom Party too with Cornell. I wish more of our people would have got on board with Cornell because he really had our best interests at mind, but he had a dual alliance with that other group that was responsible for getting George Floyd killed. So I don't want to get y'all taken down, but you know where I'm going with that.
I know where you're going.
FBA, we should celebrate this victory, but the war is still on. So keep gatekeeping the culture and keep letting these mugs know what time it is, no matter who the president is.
Absolutely.
And if you're going to vote for something tangible. Otherwise, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, Black family. All right, thank you, Auntie. Thank you, Uncle.
Thank you. Come back and see us again.
Yes, check us out on Frontline Black News and Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced.
And put all that in the comment section so they can see it.
And the Revolutionary Agenda. Got you.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Yeah, and real quick, how many of you guys heard that as they have done the DNC, it came out, I believe, 2 days ago, where even though Beyonce has denied she received any money, Cardi B has denied she received any money, they were paid. It is now factual they were paid. So they're liars too. So that goes to show you what type of people, we're dealing with when it comes to political gamesmanship. Cardi B said, I didn't believe in Kamala because I believe in her. She would lie to me to my face. As long as you take money. As long as you take money, I guess it's okay, right? Beyonce, $10 million. It came out. It's on the FCC. It has all come out now. So all those people that are out here fear-mongering. Demetra, have you seen the slave patrols? Has anybody seen slave patrols in your neighborhood? Has 2025 actually happened? Did Donald Trump tear up the Constitution? All of the fear-mongering. Whenever you guys hear this stuff, you guys, and I don't have to tell you guys this, whenever you hear this garbage, just laugh in these people's faces. Please laugh in these people's faces. It's all a lie. It's all lying and fear-mongering.
Mr. Cass, how you doing? Says, "Woo, Ice Cube wasn't playing." Nope, it was not. Mr. South Carolina, you ready to come up? I see you, but I don't see you. Got you. Okay, I'm gonna bring you up. How are you? And what are we looking at there?
Sweet grass basket.
Okay. So what's on your mind, dear brother?
I didn't watch the Super Bowl, but I enjoyed the conversation of the chat.
Well, we enjoy your conversation in the chat as well. You feeling all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So are
Yes.
you you're actually in South Carolina?
Yep.
And are you, by your name, you're in the Gullah Geechee Islands? Is that where you are?
No.
No?
No.
But you're Gullah Geechee though.
Yeah. I live in the area, but it's about 30, 35 miles away.
Oh, so you're right up the street then.
Yeah.
You're closer than I am.
Yeah.
So you have anything else to say? We love you coming up here.
Okay. George,
Go ahead.
I enjoyed you having me on.
Okay, well, come back and see us again.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so we've been here over time, so we're gonna get out here. Butler, how you doing? It says, teacher Demetra. Oh, I'm behind.
Oh, you're way behind.
I am so sorry. I'm gonna have to get to the bottom. Don, have you seen
Yeah.
any comments?
Michael Pan said, I had a meeting with policy staff
Wait,
members.
Michael Pan?
Michael Pan, yeah.
Oh, he been missing in action too.
Oh no, he hasn't been missing. I've been seeing him on. He's been emailing me his work and stuff. He says I had a meeting with policy staff members for State Texas Representative Gene Wu to discuss reparations. Again, Michael of Asian descent, of course, but he's been a ally in us getting reparations. So he's been working hard behind the scenes.
Yes. All right, so I'm just looking at some of these comments. Lock Vegas, how you doing? It says Kendrick killed it. Okay, Yiko Boy says Black people can settle this ourselves in peace. We don't need people that lock our people up without a thought. Yeah, I totally agree. And Cooking with Miss D says Kendrick was phenomenal. Okay, Sherry, how you doing? It says I think it said you seen where a white man said we as Black Americans really don't know the power we have, and I believe it's true. Yeah, but we don't need them to tell us, right? But yeah, sometimes when they tell us, it's like, oh my God, the white man's ice is colder. So yeah, I mean, we really don't, right?
Wait. What do you mean we don't know our power? Brother Phil Scott, if you guys watched his channel, it makes sense. Why are all these groups crashing out? Because we're on vacation. FBAs are on vacation. The Hispanics are crashing out. I mean, the country is just falling apart because we're sitting back. It was us that kept this country together. We're the ones that have been centralizing this country and keeping together because we have our liberal wing of FBAs, and then we have our militant wing of FBAs. And, we do all that. But now a lot of us have come together and we're sitting it out. Look at the Hispanics. Oh, y'all ain't helping us. And, y'all doing this, wait. George Floyd, I didn't see any Hispanics. Y'all don't want to join with us. But the minute we sit back, the Africans are mad because they're getting deported. The Jamaicans are getting deported. All of these groups are getting deported and they're mad at us because we're sitting back watching it. So that goes to show you we have a lot of power. We just don't know it.
Absolutely. Joey, how you doing? He says, I don't understand why they're hating on Jalen Hurts. And it's the MAGA people, I guess, is because Trump predicted Kansas City Chiefs to win. Why they boo Trump? Well, they boo Trump because for a whole lot of reasons. But yeah, Jalen is I love about Jalen Hurts. I didn't realize he was so young, and he is such a mature Black man. He loves Black women. He talked about the time I got all Black women working for me. He's got a Black woman, very humble, very mature. He ain't, I don't know. I don't ever hear about him and being involved in no silliness or nothing. Even when they tried to bait him and they asked him, says, oh, Trump is going to be at the game. Are you nervous? He says, no, ma'am. And kept it pushing. Like, do you want to hear from me? Oh, yes, I was nervous. He's like, no, ma'am. Because I don't see myself, and he didn't say this, but I can imagine him saying, I don't see myself under Trump. Yeah, he's the president of the United States, but he ain't better than me. He coming to watch me. I'm not going to watch him. Now, it should also be said he was rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs because the Eagles snubbed him, or was it 2017 or whatever it was? They won the Super Bowl. Last, they didn't go to the White House. A lot of them didn't, from what I understand. So I think he was pretty pissed off about that. So I don't know if they'll go this year.
Yeah, but you guys got to remember the Philadelphia Eagles. That city's very racist. I mean, they don't really support black. They don't mind winning, but they really don't support black folks when it comes down to it. Donovan McNabb was drafted. They booed him. Jalen Hurts came in. They booed him. They really don't support their black athletes like they should.
Right. And Michael, I'll have to bring you on another time, but we're about to get on out of here. But yes, we'd love to hear from you. It's been a long time. Says Brother Ty says, after watching Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl, now everybody has knowledge of self. A bunch of Dr. Umars, y'all still eat pork. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Now all of a sudden your eyes are wide open, all three of them wide open. You got this, you run around with dashikis and all kind of, you know what I'm saying? The pick in your afro. Now you're so Kendrick made you black, and I agree with you. There's a lot of people who are all of a sudden these relationship gurus, and they still eat pork. And listen, I don't want to get into that because I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, I get where you're going with that. But if you didn't already have knowledge of self or watching the Super Bowl, you probably shouldn't have been watching it in the first place. And if, like I said, you need, not you, Brother Tyler, I'm not saying you. I'm saying in general, you need another man to give you knowledge of self. There's something wrong with you. That's something, of course, we get it from people who have been here, done that, right? The messenger, the minister, and a whole host of other people that have the work. They can show their work per se. But watching the Super Bowl, and we got all these people saying he's done so much for the culture. It's like, where? What did he do? And nobody's been able to answer that. That's why I said I didn't really want to speak on it, because I know a lot of people are stans, which is a fan of Kendrick and Drake, I guess. But sometimes, and I love y'all, not saying y'all, I'm talking about them over there. Sometimes we just say some silly stuff, and then when you ask them to line it up, it's like, well, I saw it on the meme. Marjorie, how you doing? Says Kendrick was great. I received all the codes in the halftime show. Dang, reparations now. Yeah, did he say anything about reparations? As again, y'all, a lot of y'all say Uncle Samuel Jackson was up there and he was so profound. Uncle Samuel Jackson, hates Trump, which is his business. He's leaving America. He's big up in Kamala, mad as hell. And, because people don't want to vote for the Democrats. And he's a big time Democrat. And I didn't hear not Kendrick nor Samuel Jackson say anything about a damn reparations check. And if that's what Black Americans want, right? We want our check. But y'all talking about he did so much for the culture, and he didn't. The people say a peep. I didn't hear him because a lot of people said he couldn't understand what he said. So maybe he did say it. So don't quote me. But I didn't hear them say give my people a check. Damn the symbolism. Write a check. I didn't hear that. But somehow everybody feels so free and liberated and revolutionized. Brother Donnie says, where are the moral glue and consciousness of this country? I don't know, under a rock. Sherry says, all these people who said we don't have a culture and we are nothing, I'm here for it. I don't give a damn. Don't let the door now hit you where the good Lord split you. Yeah, they said we don't have a whole lot of stuff, but we don't listen to them, do we? And I'm not saying you, Sherry, but we don't need them to validate us. Hell, they can't even decide what to do next unless Black people do it first. So we don't need them to validate us. If we're still at the point where we need validation from the people who invalidated us or tried to anyway, in the first place, there's something wrong with us. We don't need them to tell us how wonderful we are. Yeah, they let Kendrick perform for less than 13 minutes, but it did absolutely nothing for the Black culture, did not move the needle one bit for us. I did not wake up more Blacker. I didn't wake up less Blacker. I didn't wake up with more money in my pocket because of Kendrick. I didn't have an extra big piece of chicken on my plate because of Kendrick. Nothing. I didn't see anything that he did for the culture outside of he put on a great performance. And he did. He put on a good performance. Like I said, I didn't love it. I didn't think it was bad, but that's what he did. And yeah, he did another dig at Drake. And a lot of y'all, as I made a post, I said, a lot of y'all, did y'all watch for the drama or did you watch because you're a Kendrick fan? And I'd imagine a lot of people watch for the drama. Is he going to do it? Is he not going to do it? You know what I mean? Another thing I said too, y'all can get mad at me. I don't care. I sure wish y'all would have spread the Million Man March message like you did that of Kendrick, whatever that message is, because I still don't know what Kendrick's message is. But if we would have spread that message far and wide, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. I don't know. Brenda Starr, how you doing? Okay, I know I've overstayed my welcome. Narma, how you doing? It says we all got to fight in every situation. Kendrick fought for us in the performance. How? How did he fight? I mean, see, y'all just be saying stuff, and I'm not leaving until you tell me, Narma. How did he fight for us in the performance? I'm gonna wait as Donovan hugs his cat, and I, in my mind, play the Jeopardy music. I'm gonna wait and tell you how did he fight for us in the performance? How?
That is Misty. She is 17 years old this year. She's been with me since I retired. So
that's Misty, and you're Pepe Le Pew. The way you were kissing it, she's like, get off of me. Which, speaking of Pepe Le Pew, that Charles, I think his name is Charles Blow. He got Pepe Le Pew canceled, talking about he was an assaulter. I'm like, we talking about the skunk? The I love you. We talking about
he was a sexual assault person. Yeah.
Pepe Le Pew was canceled by a mofo on the left. This was during Me Too. Do y'all believe that? I kid, if I was lying, I'm lying. Pepe Le Pew was canceled during Me Too. Surely this has got to be a joke. A cartoon was canceled during Me Too. Just leave it alone. Okay, let's see what you said.
Have you guys ever wondered why the cartoons that we grew up on, the old Tom and Jerry, the Bugs Bunny, the Droopies, the all the classic one, Woody Woodpeckers and stuff like that? Do you know the reason why you don't see those on TV anymore? They've been deemed too violent. You don't see the Three Stooges. It's too violent for the children. But yet we were subjected to it, and I think we're pretty good people.
I just saw a video of a sister. I don't even want to call her a sister because a sister with her weight wouldn't do it. Hopped through a window of a McDonald's drive-through and got mollywopped by a coffee pot like 5 to 10 times. Wop, wop, wop. I don't know what could be more violent than that. I'm not saying she didn't deserve it. She deserved it. What you doing hopping through the window? Because you mad? Oh, you're going to be mad when you get these lumps up off of your head. Okay. All right. Narmi says, the message, my sister, it's the same way Black Panther, the movie message, woke a lot of our people up. It gave us a boost of motivation to fight back and better ourselves.
Wait, you're talking about the movie? But we didn't move the needle 1 inch when that movie came out, after that movie came out.
Listen, I'm not going to lie to kick it. I love the Black Panther movie. I love Black Panther movie. However, at the end, the white man was a savior. You know, y'all could do with that what you will. But like Donovan said, the real test of how the movie affected us is what did we do after that? We're not in Wakanda. We're far from Wakanda. In case you haven't noticed. It's one thing to get a boost of motivation, but motivation is actually supposed to move you closer to the goal. Did we move closer to the goal with that motivation from Black Panther?
I don't think we moved closer. I think we moved farther from the goal. I mean, when they're outright choking a black man in the street, to me, you're farther away. When they're outright shooting Trayvon Martin and the person doesn't even do any time, I mean, I think we've moved farther from the goal because nobody's going to take you serious as long as you're marching out there and you singing the praises. How many of you guys saw the DNC election for chairman? You had a black woman in there who has a doctorate degree, allegedly, and they asked her a question, and she said, I got something I just want to just that's on my heart. I want to share with y'all. And she broke out in old Negro spiritual.
Yeah, I covered that as like.
Yeah, this is what the Democratic Party is leading with. This is the lunacy. The one person, I'm the first non-binary, whatever. I think personally, I think we've gotten farther away from the goal. It just doesn't, I mean, it doesn't make sense what these Democrats are doing. And then you saw the protest of the Democrats in regards to Donald Trump's keeping them from the education and the federal buildings and stuff. Do you guys mean to tell me Maxine Waters, Chuck Schumer, and and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but the geriatric gang, this is the opposition to Donald Trump? Win. They look totally ridiculous. It's sad. It's sad.
Brenda Starry says, have you seen where Donald Trump ordered military to stop recruiting black people? I redirected.
That is not true. That is outright true. That is not true.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one at all. I hear it. Let me see. I got the song for y'all.
We'll begin with
Can y'all hear it?
Statements. Each candidate will have 30 seconds, and we'll start with Dr. Quintessa Hathaway.
Good evening, everyone. It is my desire to be the next DNC chair. And I just want to give you all a little bit of something that's been on my heart here over the last couple of days. You fight on, you fight on, you fight on, you fight on. When your government is doing you wrong, you fight on, oh, you fight on.
And she was running to be the chair of the DNC. That was her opening statement. A bunch of clowns and fools.
And don't get me wrong, back in the 60s, that was an effective thing to be used at that time. Fast forward 60, 70 years, you look foolish. Nobody does that. It is ineffective. Like Malcolm X said 60 or 70 years ago, you got to stop singing and start swinging. That's the only thing that they respect.
You ain't lying, 540D. This is Babylon, and we are seeing it live and in living color. If you ever doubt that it is, you need to open your eyes and put on your good glasses. French Coca, he says, I agree, Demetra, about that celebrity worship period, but I can't see defending Drake's lawsuit. He's willing to keep the beef up, made harmful accusation and brags about his mob ties. He's not a victim. Well, you know, we live in America. You can sue for whatever you want. You sue for absolutely whatever you want. So it is his right to sue. It is like if Kendrick wanted to sue, he could sue. But again, it's always nice to be in a position to say what you wouldn't do when it ain't you. Be lucky nobody's running around calling you a pedophile. Because no matter what, somebody out there is going to believe it, whether it's true or not. So we have to be careful the things we say. And I know Drake has said some things too. I'm not saying it was one-sided. But, you know, I'm not going to let nobody call me something like that and not do nothing. Not me. I don't think so. All right. So anyway, I love and appreciate every last one of y'all. Got to get out of here. Narmer says, I support Trump on that. We shouldn't be fighting with this criminal war anyway. But it's not true. I don't even know. Brother Simon says, what I miss and what domain was reached today? I was so tired. I dozed. You saying we're boring? No, there was no conclusion. I really didn't hear a definitive message. I guess, you know, I'd say it was a lot of interpretations, but I didn't hear a definitive message. I didn't hear how it changed the culture, what it actually did for the culture. And I'm not saying that the performance wasn't symbolic and had a lot of things in it. I'm not taking away from Kendrick Lamar. I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan. But some of y'all doing a lot. Y'all done put the man, you know, as Jesus, right next to God. He's a deity. Oh my God. He's such a, you know, we're all gods. Don't get me wrong. But y'all making it seem like this man, until he came along, you didn't know he was walking around here in triple stage darkness. If you know, you know, right? And some of us are still walking around in triple stage darkness, but I don't know if Kendrick Lamar's performance delivered you from that. I don't know. Maybe he did. I can't speak for you. What is he suing for then? Yellow is a solid color, so range. What is he suing for, if you don't mind me asking? Candy says, those cartoons are still shown here in Houston on Me TV. I like that channel. Sister Shirley says, anything you haven't lived, you don't know. There you go. Thank you, Mike. Nice. Appreciate you. Leanne, how you doing? If I didn't already say hello to you. Well, what is he suing for, if you don't mind me asking? Yellow is a color, sun rays. Because that's what I believe that he was suing for. That's what I heard he was suing for via the documents. Is there something else that we don't know? If you can help me out with that. It says Jesus and God are two different things. Yeah, I said that. I said you guys are acting as though he's sitting next to God. That's what I said. And he's not. I guess maybe he is. I don't know. But some of y'all really need some true knowledge of self, and it shouldn't come from a Super Bowl commercial. I mean, halftime show. Y'all doing a lot out there for real, and I'm scared. I get. I saw Donovan. Sometimes I get really scared. I'm like, there's a lot of people out here really. Wow, their belief system is weird, you know. But then maybe my belief system is weird. Again, I'm not speaking anything bad on Kendrick. I'm not speaking anything bad on Drake. I think they're both entertainers, and I think people have taken it past the entertainment. It's just entertainment, and some of y'all are doing too much, you know. But I don't never want to see somebody destroyed. Donovan gets on my last nerve sometimes, but I would never want to see this man destroyed. In fact, I would make sure that nobody destroyed him, even though he gets on my nerves sometimes. But we should never, like, we have to reassess ourselves as humans. Who are we really that you want to see another person destroyed because they lost a rap beef? Yellow's I've looked it up, so I'm asking you. You're the one that's saying I'm lying, so tell me what he's suing for. I'm asking you. You can't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about and not give me the information. I'm asking you.
You know, to me, and this is my opinion, the only artist that I know that is biblically based and is pretty, I think as a form of a prophet would be Bob Marley. That would probably be the only person I would think of.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who entertainers that were actually out there, you know. James Brown, I'm Black and I'm Proud. You know, a lot of people, yeah, he felt black and proud, but I think he was really one of the first ones to bring it to the forefront of, like, I don't care, I'm black and I'm proud. Yes, that's when we started calling ourselves black, kind of. I guess they was calling us colored and a whole lot of
and then he supported Nixon.
Right, but that was his business, though. You know, that was his business to do that. You know, Sam Cooke, if you watch the 2 killings of Sam Cooke, it tells you why potentially he was killed for real, because he woke up. He said he watched Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan, you know, is a folk singer, he's still with us, you know, but he was speaking truth to power, talking about social things that were going on with race things, black people and stuff. And Bob Dylan is white. And Sam Cooke says, damn, I'm sitting up here talking about, you know, singing secular music and stuff, because Sam Cooke came from the church. He says, man, I need to up my game. I need to really wake up and lead my people to awareness and things like that. And then with that, he was like, I'm going to start my own record label, you know, and sign different acts. And that's the other killing of Sam Cooke, because they told us, and my mom told me this, I remember from a little girl, because Sam Cooke was one of her favorite singers. And she says, oh, you know, Sam Cooke, he was in a motel with a woman, and she got jealous and killed him. Because that's the story they were told then, right? But then, of course, the people who were around, and they're like, nah, that ain't what happened. They think it was the mob. They think it was the FBI. It was a lot. That's why they called the 2 killings, because it was the story that everybody was told. It was some woman in a hotel. But they was like, but who was this woman in the hotel? Because he was fine until he started talking about taking black talent from them folks and the mob. They talked about payola, and it was fine. He was all right and breathing just fine until he was started talking about waking up the consciousness of black people. And then he's not here anymore. So that's all I'm saying. We got to stop being so emotional and really start thinking.
Yeah, real quick. Yellow is the color of sun ray says, if he was suing for the pedo accusations, he would be suing KDOT, not the record company.
See, you asked me to read, and I'm a cis, and I think you're a woman. I'm gonna ask you to read, because you said that I didn't know what I was talking about. In love, I'm gonna say this: you don't know what you're talking about. In that thing that you asked me to read, he said why he was suing Universal Music Group, UMG. He said why he was suing them. But I'm not going to give it all to you here, because I want you to go, because if I give it to you, then I own it. But if you go get it, you own the results. You own the knowledge if you go get it. But so I want you to read it next time we come back here. I want you to tell me what you learned as to why he's suing UMG. So I just want to make that clear. All right. I think we're about to get out of here for real. Yeah, Perry, the murder remains unsolved, but they said it was a woman who was responsible for it. But it's a great movie on Netflix. You guys, if you haven't watched it, check it out. It's one of my favorite documentaries. Sleazy says the culture has been begging for MCs to say something. Now y'all hating. See, you came late to the party. That's what happened when you come late to the party. You don't get no chips, no Kool-Aid. You know, he says now y'all hating. The rap battle is just what it is. It's hip hop, has nothing to do with what Kendrick is saying. And one thing I'm gonna say to you is this, and I have to tell my daughter this sometimes. I'm 53 years old. Hip hop is from my generation. So what you're never gonna do is school me on hip hop. I know what rap beef is, and I know what it's not. And as far as you us hating, we talking about and Kendrick Lamar, the first MC that was saying something, and you up here talking about hip hop, and I'm not even gonna give it to you. Kendrick Lamar, the first woke rapper. Hell, Public Enemy, which was my first concert when I was a kid. That's the first concert I went to. You know why I went to it? Because my daddy is FOI, and he was working post for Public Enemy, and I got to go backstage and meet Chuck D, the S1Ws, Professor Griff, and Flavor Flav. That was my first concert. So they was woke, and now they kind of jumped off a little bit. But there's been rappers that were woke. The Message and all of that. So y'all think
X-Clan?
Come on now. KRS-One,
Professor X.
Yeah, so you talking about so you're new to the party. If you think Kendrick is not giving you some consciousness, woo, boy, let me stop. Because I'm sweating. Anyway, I love and appreciate every last one of y'all. Even those y'all who come late to the party, I still love you anyway. Just make sure you come on time so you don't be saying stuff that don't make no sense. Timmy says, yeah, I saw the documentary. It was good. Yeah, y'all go watch that. It's a great. He said it's my responsibility to study just as we talk about knowing our history, know the present as well. You say, how can you get on task with the younger generation if you refuse to use it? Hey, Deanna, come here for a second. You ain't got to get on camera. No. I didn't say you had to. Come here. I'm going to read this comment to you. Demetra. It's your responsibility to study, just as we talk about knowing our history, know the present as well. How can we get on task with the younger generation if we refuse to get involved? So basically, they're basically saying, I don't know nothing about Kendrick Lamar.
Okay. What you want me to say?
I hang out with my daughter quite a bit.
What you want me to say to her?
I want you to tell them that I know hip-hop, okay? I know hip-hop. I know Kendrick Lamar not as well as the younger people. But my daughter, she can school every last one of y'all. I bet you if I mention a song, she can rap every one of those lyrics. So
she knows. I keep my children well educated.
She says I'm her child. She says she keeps her children intact. Okay. Wow. Grace Kelly, how you doing? Yeah, come on now. We're gonna get out of here because we're gonna be here too long. Yes, Cam. You know, I've had a few conversations with Cam. But yeah, there's been a lot of conscious rappers. What are we talking about? Kendrick Lamar is not the first, and he ain't gonna be the last. Hell, you never know. I might be the next. I doubt it. Anyway, I love and appreciate every last one of y'all. They said get on camera, Demetra Jr. She would not do that. Anyway, I love and appreciate every last one of y'all. We were on here 2 hours a day, which is rare. But we'll be back Friday, I think, because I got a lot of other stuff to do in between time because I'm going to California next week. Anyway, and I'm going to try to have another forum with my brother and hopefully Donovan can be there next time. They want me to come back so they can do another forum. What we'll talk about, I don't know, but I'm looking forward to. Hey, Lee Drew, childhood friend, says if that Super Bowl is what breaks it down for some of the young ones, then God bless them and come together. All right, I'll take it. Anyway, I love and appreciate every last one of y'all. The Outside Sports, how you doing? Says it's just Sam. Is it just Sam Cooke documentary? It's the 2 killings of Sam Cooke on Netflix. So anyway, love and appreciate every last one of y'all. Gonna get out of here. Peace. E40. Hold on, I didn't end it. I thought I did.